Islamic Republic of Iran against Germany. Mahdi Parvizi against Salah Ibrahim Omar. Here is Parvizi, 22 years of age. And here is his opponent, 26. Salah Ibrahim Omar. So Salah Ibrahim Omar has one win already, unanimous points verdict over boxer from Yemen. Competed in the GB Open in February or March, it was just a couple of months ago, and lost out on a split decision to Britain's Kieran MacDonald. Had beaten the Briton in Tampere last November. The GB Open was, of course, in January in Sheffield. It's up against the Iranian Parvizi here. 4 quota places in the men's 51 kilogram class, so like the women's 57 earlier, these men, as it stands, 3 wins away from a Paris 2024 quota spot.
Straight away you can see obviously physical differences between the two, and Parvizi doing well to time the shots and get in under the long arms of Ibrahim Omar. It's that ducking at the waist, just making sure to provide a elusive target. Salah Ibrahim Omar, German, working well. A bit tousled there. Takes a tumble.
Saw earlier Aryan Syed Pana from the boxing refugee team, born and raised in Iran, and the style is not dissimilar. The Iranians, they tend to be no nonsense, head down, come forward, plenty of shots being thrown, and Parvizi's the same.
And one of the staples of that Iranian style is that plenty of tech sparring and strength and conditioning, not overly reliant on pad work and drills and so on. It's about getting in, understanding distance, and then have the strength and conditioning to be able to sustain it. Of course, Ibrahim Omar landing a couple of his own. Parvizi pervasive.
That was a beautiful uppercut from Ibrahim Omar.
Second time he's landed that shot. Corkscrew right hand from an awkward angle as well. So he'll be aware of the Iranian style and more than happy to meet it, especially with that, as you say, the straight shot up the middle.
That is the challenge for Ibrahim Omar, is to try to withstand the fury and bit of almost a fireman's lift.
Strength and conditioning, I mentioned it, so that bit of weightlifting there.
Yep.
Say the fireman's lift, but trying to put that fire out at the moment, and it's tough going because it can make you look a bit ragged and a bit tousled, and that's just because there's no respite at all.
There it is, more pressure coming from Parvizi. Just saw Ibrahim Omar almost felt like he's getting drawn in there into a trade. There's a danger for Ibrahim Omar. You saw his head sort of go down, and that can often result in a warning from the referee. You know, you've got to keep your head up. But when your man's coming at you constantly like this, it's really hard to avoid.
You're absolutely right, Rory, and that's what Parvizi is trying to do, is make it as difficult as possible. Salah Ibrahim Omar on the judges' scorecards landing the cleaner work. But it's that way that Maybe Mahdi Parvizi might have to change things up here, because just this frenetic non-stop style didn't catch the eye of the judges and actually played into the hands, particularly, as you mentioned, the uppercut on the way through.
No short of action in round one there.
Sometimes when you're commentating, I forget to commentate because I'm enjoying it so much. I'm watching it thinking, wow, these are the conditioning, the timing, the skills, and also the bravery of Parvizi. Not hard to find him. Maybe needs to be a little bit more educated on his way in. Rough and tough will get you so far, but Ibrahim Omar happy to pick him off.
Sprinting out of his corner at the start of round two. Takes a couple of shots. Quick look at the referee there from Parvizi.
He ran in. Landed the shots, as you say, but trying to run back out again. Certainly not running out of steam, both men. Ferocious pace here.
I just get the feeling that Ibrahim Omar has said, you know what, I've taken his shots.
Yeah.
I can deal with this.
Yeah. I agree with you there, Rory, and also that works on both sides, because then Parvizi thinks, I have to change things up here. At some point chasing him round the ring, going to tire him out as well. If he has a little warning though, too much circling and not enough fighting.
That's what Parvizi needs to do a bit more of. Vary the shots, attack the body as well. Now they're just slugging in the centre of the ring, which you'd think would play in the Iranian's hands, playing his favour.
That's the idea, in the pocket fighting. However, every time Ibrahim Omar lands the big shots, you can see Parvizi taking a big gulp. He's feeling these shots, principally because he's doing so much work and eating the punches as well. But this close quarter combat certainly suiting him. Scoring shots from the German.
And the thing for Ibrahim Omar is that if he gets through this, he'll probably think, at least I don't have to face anyone like this in the next round.
Exactly.
Because this is hard work.
It's almost one of those fever dreams that you have where you can't just get out and escape. He's a feverish pace from Parvizi. As you said, Salah, Ibrahim Omar, good value and beginning. Just turn the screw a little bit here, last 45 seconds.
It's a quick turnaround for whoever gets through this contest. They're back again tomorrow evening.
Wow.
Good left from Parvizi. Just signs that Ibrahim Omar's not fancying as much as he did a minute or two ago. Because this will have cost him a lot of energy as well.
Grabbing the ropes as well there. The referee will have a little warning, principally for the push, but also trying to kill the clock. So Parvizi's tactics may not pay off in the judges' scorecard. Better round, but still some very good clean work from the German.
Let's see what the judges made of that. See him breathing deeply. And he got it on 4 of the scorecards.
Yep. Rewarding that effective aggression, that competitiveness, carried the fight. And as you said, Rory, maybe he's swung the balance here, put a bit of a dent in the big man in blue.
Yeah, that was the start of the round when Ibrahim Omar landed some really nice shots, but the last sort of 45 seconds, Ibrahim Omar just didn't want to be in that phone box anymore.
Yeah, for sure. Doesn't want to hit redial on this round either, because it's really been some great connections from Parvizi, and I think it's the difference between a classic boxer, as Ibrahim Omar would like to be, as opposed to that box fighter that Parvizi is. Probably emphasis more on fighting than boxing.
Yep. Parvizi again going to work. And he might have been breathing deeply between rounds, but this is his territory. He can do 9 minutes of this.
Yeah, and that's his type of fight. As you say, he's got that. He's going at his pace. He's working his way in. But there was signs that when Ibrahim Omar lands at the right range, he is steadying the legs a little bit of Parvizi, stopping him in his tracks, but he's on him like a rash as Parvizi in close.
See a bit more of that from Parvizi. I get a bit of bumping and boring and just trying to sap the strength of the German as we get to down the stretch.
Yeah, the referee happy to let it go. I think you're right, Rory. These punches have got nothing much left on them. Probably from both men.
Wild swing from Parvizi. Minute and 20 to go. Still up for grabs, this one. All square on 4 of the scorecards going into it.
Call boxing the sweet science. This is much more brutal. The battle in Bangkok has been non-stop. There's a big right hand there from Parvizi.
Just before that big right hand, that was the range that Ibrahim Omar wanted to be at. That was when he started landing that sort of mid-range. Parvizi closed the gap. 40 seconds left. Someone find a flurry which will swing it their way.
It's no exaggeration to say whoever makes it through to the next round, this will be the moments in which they do it. Tying him up, Parvizi. Suit the Iranian. Is the clock now the enemy for Ibrahim Omar as well?
Final bell. Both men raised their arms, but I have to say I thought Parvizi might have done enough in that final round. There are some elements of, we know Iran's so good at freestyle wrestling, there's be some elements of that at the end. A couple of takedowns, but I think he did enough.
Yeah, no question about it. He wrestled, he mauled, he brawled. And you know that way when you find yourself saying one fighter's name more than the other, that can often be an indicator of who's putting in the work. He's still up on his toes.
He could go again.
Looks like it. I don't know if we could, though. It was exhausting. Salah Ibrahim Omar being put through the ringer there. Did he find the effective work? I agree with you, Rory. Let's see, of course, what the judges have.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by split decision in the red corner.
Parvizi gets it. Split decision. I'm guessing that would be a 4-1. 3-2.
Wow. I'm going to Paris.
I'm going to Paris. Well, you've got to win 2 more bouts first, Mahdi. And they won't be easy, because the standard at this competition has been high. Bad luck to Salah Ibrahim Omar. He started very well, but the constant pressure, just buzzsaw-like activity of Parvizi won him the day.
And he's almost doing a bench press every 2 seconds because he's trying to push Parvizi off to deal with the strength. As you mentioned, that Greco-Roman, a few underhooks were thrown in as well, grappling. And Parvizi to Paris, well, as you say, he's got the perseverance. He found the precision there at the end, just wore down his German foe. 2 tough men. Here's the man that advances.
3 judges giving that final round to Parvizi, 2 to Ibrahim Omar.
Our number 388.
3-2 split decision. Could not have been much closer, but it's Mahdi Parvizi who goes through to the round of 16. He's now 2 wins away from a place at the Paris 24 Olympic Games.